The fourth commitment I want you to write down. The commitment to defeating complacency. The commitment to defeating complacency. Now, I'm going to ask all of you to say out loud, complacency does not look good on me. All right, on the count of three, see, the back half is getting excited, okay? Complacency does not look good on me. 1, 2, 3. Complacency does not look good on me. Now tell your neighbors, complacency does not look good on me. Tell them again. But now I want you to go a step further and offend him. Complacency doesn't look good on you. Tell them again. Mike, what's complacency? It's the way most people live their lives, yes or no? Hey, Mike, I'm doing pretty good. I've made about 50 grand so far this year, and on my old job, I only made 50,000 bucks a year, so I'm really doing pretty good. Now watch. How many of you believe that the production you have today is as good as it's ever going to get? Who believes that? I don't see one hand. Who wants it to be better? Can your virtual production increase if you're satisfied with where you are today? Folks, you're going to do anything you can between now and Friday to make a commitment to defeat complacency. But Mike, there's some risk involved, right? I mean, it's a little fearful. You're going to make me do things I don't like to do, right? Now, do you honestly believe that I'm going to ask you to do something that is designed to hurt you? Come on, say it. My purpose is very simple. Increase your productivity, get more listings, make more money. That's all we want to do. So to make that happen, I'm going to ask you to think about doing the following. And I'm dead serious. When I used to do this, I did this for 25 years. What I'm going to ask of you guys and gals to do today is to, in this case, write out, take a scratch pad, write out 25 times every morning, I am a great listing agent. I'm going to ask every person to do that 25 times every morning. I'm a great listing agent. 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 I'm a great listing agent, period. That was 25 times. Fair enough? Now watch. But then I want you to write down, chant it out loud 25 times. Because this is the only way we're going to defeat complacency. You got to reprogram your brain. You got to reprogram your subconscious mind. You have to reprogram how you think about listing property. So I wrote a new script. Okay? I want you to just, don't write it down, just listen. You're walking down the street. You see somebody you haven't seen in a while, and they say, hey, what kind of work do you do? And you're going to say, I'm in real estate, and I'm a great listing agent. Would you like to sell your home? Yes or no? But they're going to say, no, I don't want to sell my home. And you're going to say, well, who do you know that wants a great listing agent to sell their home for them? Make sense, yes or no? Now, what if you did that 25 times a day? Would you take more listings, yes or no? But you won't do it if you're not a great listing agent. But Mike, I'm sitting in row 611 right now in the back of the room. And I'm not a great listing agent. Who wants to become a great listing agent? Let's see where you are. Can you change your behavior? Yes. Is it going to be difficult? Yes. But can it happen? Yes. Come on, back half of the room. Yes. Of course it can happen, all right? So let's work on how to make that happen. And we're going to go through several phases of that today. So let's write in capital letters in the middle of our page, mastering the listing presentation. Mastering the listing presentation. And we'll start with asking you to write down a very simple quote. And I want you to write it down verbatim if you would, please. What changes do I have to make in my sales style and behavior? What changes do I have to make in my sales style and behavior? Now, close quotes and then write down the word versatility. Because the first and major change we have to make in our sales behavior is our expertise at dealing with people that are outside of our comfort zone. And that's the hardest part of the business we're in, dealing with people outside of our comfort zone. So somebody asked me a couple weeks ago when I was on the tour, so you're doing the retreat and it's Tuesday. I said, right. So what do you do? I said, what do you mean? So what do you do? I said, well, I have a little routine I go through. The doors open up a half an hour in advance. I stand right here and I greet all the people that bought the upfront seats, and I greet as many of the VIP brokers as I can meet. Well, what do you do that for? I said, well, it just kind of relaxes me and gets me in a rhythm, and I talk to a wide variety of types of people. And then with about 10 minutes left, I always walk up that aisle there, and I walk back 2 aisles, and I walk all the way across the room, and I shake hands with about 75 to 80 people. And then usually around 5 minutes to my starting time, my daughter Michelle and Anna will come running up the aisle and grab me. We have to start, we have to start. And I go, okay, I'll be there in a minute, because we do this routine every day. Well, why do you do that routine? Because, see, the more of you I meet, and the more I shake hands with, the more versatility I have to develop, because some of you and I are not exactly alike. Am I right or wrong? Say yes. Now, there's some of you I really like spending time with, because we're very similar in our style. But some of you, we're about as close to being similar as, well, let's see, Pluto and Venus. We're nothing alike. But the versatility that I make myself demonstrate to go shake hands with about 150 to 200 people between 9:30 and 10 o'clock this morning gets my engine started, gets me accepting people better, it clears my head, everybody's smiling, everybody's happy. Now, let me ask you this question. Does versatility at all play a factor in listing property, yes or no? Yes. Watch, I want you to write down the following. The ability to adapt to other types of people. The ability to adapt to other types of people. The ability to adapt to other types of people. The hardest part of listing property is right there. I mean, guys and gals, that is the core of what makes a great listing agent. That simple definition, the ability to adapt to other types of people. So, Mike, well, here's where I'm really strong. I walk in the house and we just hit it off. You know, I walk in the house and I feel like they're me and I'm them. It's like I could walk in their mind, walk down their spine, and become one with them. How often does that happen? Come on, tell the truth. Almost never. So what you have to do then is accept the fact that you have to change your sales behavior with every single person you talk to. So that means that probably 20, 30, 40 times a day, you're fine-tuning your sales behavior. Well, give me an example. Okay, so I walk into a house, I'm you. And I'm a great listing agent, right? Say yes. Yes. Come on, say yes. Yes. I walk in the house, and all I do is ask one or two questions, and I realize that this owner of this home is highly analytical. Now watch, for Mike Ferry, being a driver personality, the last person I want to deal with is an analytical. Here's how I want to deal with an analytical. Right in the nose. Because they can't make a damn decision. They want all the facts and figures. They want to analyze everything. But because you and I have versatility, right? Say yes. I walk in the house, Mr. Smith, from talking to you now for a few minutes, the most important thing I believe I can do for you is give you as many facts and figures as you need so you can make a decision in the next 10 minutes. Does that make sense to you? That's exactly what I want. Great, let me give you the facts and figures. That's versatility. But I walk into the house and I come up against another Mike Ferry, a driver. Watch, I just want everything finished as fast as possible. I walk in the house. Mr. Smith, I can see that you want this thing wrapped up and finished in the next 5 minutes. Is that correct? That's what I want done. Great, let me tell you what I'm going to do and how much it's going to cost so you can make a decision right now. Does that make sense? Absolutely. I can get that listing every time. I walk into the house and it's an amiable, "Oh, Mike, we hope the next buyer loves our house as much as we do." I want to just choke that person to death because that isn't my style. So because I have versatility, right, say yes. The first thing I'm going to say, you know, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the most important thing is to make sure the next buyer loves your house as much as you do. Wouldn't you agree? "Oh, Mike, you're our kind of guy." Do you have to behave that way, yes or no? I walk into the house and she or he is an expressive. And as soon as I walk in, they want to start showing me around the house and tell me how great it is and how much money they spent and how wonderful. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, I can see that you really want to share with the next buyer why they should buy your house. Is that correct? Well, yes, we just want them to love it as much as we do. Great. Let's write down everything you love about the house. I'll give every buyer a copy so they can be as excited as you are. Make sense? Oh, this is so great. Folks, if you can't change your sales behavior, you will list exactly 25% of the number you circled. How many have a goal to keep production down? No, how many have a goal to make sure your Christmas is lousy? How many have a goal to make sure that at Christmas time your kids say, "What happened? You gave me a box of raisins. What the hell's going on here?" And this is from your son who's 28, okay? Who would like to have at Christmas time your spouse go, "Wow"? Who would like to have that happen? Good. Take the number of listings that you circled. Does that make sense, yes or no? Yes. But you've got to understand, to make that happen, you've got to commit to changing your sales behavior. Mike, can I talk to you personally? Okay, go ahead. Well, see, here's my problem. I'm 57 years old. Okay, so what's the problem? Well, I'm 57 years old. So, okay, now I know how old you are, so what's your problem? Well, at this point in life, you expect me to start changing my behavior? Oh, God. What is the matter with you? Now, here's the sad part. You want to hear it? Say yes. That's how people think. Does it make any difference how old you are, yes or no? The only determining factor is how you think about your age.